I'm Brendan Tierney alongside my first mate, Reed Hennessy.
Ahoy, mateys! Right around a fortnight ago, our reporter in the field, Adam DeLeo, went out to Shane's Confectionery in the Franklin Fountain to loot some booty.
But instead, he found a tasty story.
DeLeo from WHYY. The Franklin Fountain and its sister business, Shane Confectionery, both sit on Market Street, between 2nd and Front in the heart of Old City, where many businesses compete for the patronage of tourists. Franklin Fountain, a restored ice cream parlor and soda fountain owned by brothers Ryan and Eric Burley, was opened in 2004. 7 years later, the brothers bought the Shane Family Confectionery and restored its original turn-of-the-century interior and machinery. In the time since their openings, Franklin Fountain and Shane's have proven to strike the balance between the quality tourists crave and the sense of Philadelphia's history they seek.
We're preserving a little piece of history, and we get to tell people about great history and the lineage of, carrying on this tradition.
The preservation of history is part of the bedrock of the two businesses and keeps some visitors coming back for more.
I think the first time we were here, they noticed the phone on the wall actually rang, and it's an old-fashioned phone with the cord and the old-fashioned ring. So that was the best part about the first time we were here.
A large part of the store's historical focus centers on food production. Not only are authentic recipes used, but an emphasis is also placed on using only the freshest, best quality ingredients.
We source our ingredients locally whenever possible. So we get things like dairy and our bacon that we dip in chocolate, lots of produce, fruit and things.
We make almost all of our ingredients in the store at Shane Confectionery, and we mix that all together in a French pot method, which is it only produces 5 gallons of ice cream per batch, so it's like a very time-intensive, labor-intensive sort of process.
From the production of confections to serving customers, employees at the Franklin Fountain and Shane's find their work rewarding, although not without its difficulties.
It's crazy. It's totally crazy. Well, just there's such a huge, varied experience of working here. There are days like this, you can see behind me, where there's one person and you get to talk to them. You kind of feel at home here. And then there are days, there's a line halfway down the block and you're just running around trying to get everyone helped and keeping a smile on and trying not to sweat too much because it gets so hot in here.
Despite the store's nostalgic feeling, many customers value the quality of the product more than the quality of the experience.
I just stopped by to get a drink. I didn't realize there was so much history involved. I feel honored that I came here now. I had no idea. I was just thirsty.
The gentleman on our tour guide, we took the red bus around, and they made sure they pointed this out and said, you have to go there. The ice cream is the best. The decor is not much effect on my opinion. It's the quality of the product.
However touristy these two stores may be, a local following remains loyal.
For the most part, I think it's probably like 60-40, mostly tourists, but we do get a lot of locals. We have a lot of regulars that come in.
We do get a lot of tourists, but I don't think it's specifically a tourist spot. I have people who walk in and I know their name and I know what they're going to order. The bartenders from across the street, the waitress from across town, a lot of Philadelphians do come in here. It's not just a tourist spot, and I don't know. I wouldn't recognize so many people if it were.